guiltless.
You know what we're here for. If you read the title, we're talking about a game with a night that has never been completed, and it's in Mallrats or Photo Negative Mickey at the time. It's Nightmare Before Disney version 3, and it's not the custom night, but you have to get past the custom night to get to this night. So you have to complete 920, which trust me, it's not that bad. And so after you do that, you get a star for it. So now you have 2 blue and a red star. And here's where the night is. If you click the red star, it takes you to something called Vision Night. And Vision Night, well, this night's never been beaten, and I'll tell you why. Vision Night uses the original FNaF gameplay where you shut off a camera when someone enters to get them away. However, you only have 3 characters that come out throughout this one night. Oh, it's one night, by the way. And those are Vision McMick, Vision Oswald, and Vision Hortensia. Now, I know what you may be thinking. 3 characters, that's really easy. And on top of that, what if I told you there's 9 whole cameras that reboot quickly? You'd be like, you're telling me this hasn't been beaten yet? And to that I say, you only know what the game is meant to play like. So, the main obstacles to your victory. For some reason, I don't know if this is an issue with the game or if it's intentional, but I have a pretty big feeling that this is a bug. You can only shut off each camera one time for the whole night. And trust me, they attack a lot more than 9 times normally. But you're like, okay, manageable? It has to be. But each night is 10 minutes long. And each hour, in other words, is a minute and 41 seconds. And for the first 4 minutes of every night, nothing happens. Because, I don't know, Oswald activates at 2, and Hortensia activates at 4. Mick's alive the whole time, but most of the time he doesn't attack till like 1. And then even then, at 1 it's normally just 1 attack. But, so that you have 9 defenses against 3 characters in a 10-minute night. And, yeah, you just run out of cameras so fast. And you're probably thinking to yourself, oh god, this is actually impossible. Or is it? Because I present to you how you can win. Now, there are 2 things that I've come across while I was just playing around with the game. For one of them is something I like to call the cam spam bug. Because it's weird, but when someone enters your office sometimes, and you're out of cameras, obviously, so the normal instinct would be to go onto the cams pressing spacebar. Like, just spamming around each camera, hoping one of them's on, and that you missed one. However, that is actually a defense. Like, when you spam cameras, sometimes the character in your office leaves. And I'm honestly dumbfounded at this. I don't know what causes it. I've messed around. I got an auto clicker just to test the one theory I had, which is if you're switching a camera at the same time someone is meant to attack, they won't attack. I tried that. Did nothing. I kept dying to Mick. And so I'm just very confused about how this works. There was another attempt where I just like spammed the camera button, raising the camera and lowering the camera repeatedly, and that you can just see them go away. And I don't know if that's like meant to be a thing where if you're spamming cams it doesn't do anything, or if the bug is instead that sometimes they don't attack. But in any terms, it is the most confusing thing I've seen so far. And you're probably still like, oh my gosh, I don't think there's any way of getting that consistently to work. And so, that's where the second thing comes in. This is an old FNaF fan game. And so, you have very RNG character movement. Sometimes you can be watching Mick, he can be right next to your office, and all of a sudden he's gone. Not in your office. Not like in the camera behind your office. But all the way in his spawn. I don't know what's going on with this AI, but sometimes the characters just go back to where they came from. And so this is probably possible for someone that's very, very lucky. And I want to do it. And I urge you that you should try it. Because the way I see it, someone's bound to get an attempt that's a winner attempt. I know this may be a grueling long night with 10 minutes where nothing happens for a long time. And so, please, if you're watching this, I want to see this done. I'm curious if there's like an ending or anything. I want to complete this. This is in my line of sight for what I'm doing right now. So, anyways, if you see this video, if you see the, I'm done with this, whatever. Like and subscribe, and if you find anything new that I have not said here that would help, make sure to comment it down below, because anything to do with this game, with this night, could help. I'm just hoping someone comes up with a breakthrough eventually. And anyways, so that's the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see ya.